Hey there, fella, guys, gals. It's Trent here, and I've got something kind of unique for you guys today. I have traveled back in time from the future, and I brought with me a super sweet Wacom Cintiq Companion Hybrid. That's a mouthful. Can't really talk about how I got this thing, but doing a little bit of an unboxing here. And this is not the model that you'll see on the shelves, or if you're going to order one. This is slightly different, only slightly. I've kind of got an early access look at it, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys and just kind of give you a quick sneak peek from the perspective of what I do, which is professional comic book and concept art for video games, and how this tool is going to completely change how I do all of that stuff from start to finish from now on. I was really kind of nervous and excited. I've never done an unboxing and I've never gotten anything this awesome before. So I'm going to skip past or speed up through some of the more awkward moments and get to the good stuff. And we'll talk about what this thing does and some of the features and what you can expect if you were to get one of these in your own hands. So the first thing I noticed that this thing is very thin and very lightweight. It's got function keys on the left side that you might be very familiar with, so you can set that to brush size and things of that nature. Undo, redo, go back to menu, things like that. You've also got a stand that's adjustable, so you can set it up on a desk and change the elevation that you want it to set at. Digging back into the box here, we've got a couple of other items that we want to take a closer look at. We've got a pen case, and that's going to house your stylus. We have a connection to your PC. We have a AC adapter, and it looks like we've also got, well, that's the rest of the AC adapter. Just as you would expect from a Cintiq, the adjustable stand allows you to set it at variable different elevations, which is really nice depending on how you like to use it. Although I found myself most comfortable actually sitting with it on my lap and kind of using it the same way that I was using the 13-inch HD, or even a pencil and paper kind of a drawing pad kind of a setup. I think that for me, the biggest appeal of this type of a tablet is something that's more portable. So I found myself hardly really sitting at a desk at all during the entire time that I was using it. And for the most part, I thought of it as a digital sketch pad that I could just take anywhere. But let's zoom in a little bit here and take a closer look. It's got a glossy finish, but it's not so glossy that you just see reflection in it. It's fairly thin. My hands are kind of large, so this video isn't really doing it much justice. The size of this thing is roughly what you have experienced if you're familiar with an Intuos 5 or one of the 13-inch displays. It's got a camera on the back and a camera on the front, and this is really a cool feature because you can snap a photo and pop it into an image and use that in your painting. There's a USB port, a video in, and a memory card slot, as well as a audio in. The memory card slot, I believe you can upgrade up to about 64, or not upgrade, but you can use a little SD card that's like a 64 gigabyte. The awesome thing about plugging this thing into your PC environment is that it just simply becomes a Cintiq at that point. You can be running your regular Windows operating system from your desktop computer, running a dual monitor display, and actually you could just be painting on the larger display as well. So I only got like a couple of days to do a little test run with this thing, and so I wanted to actually record a little bit of me drawing on it, because it's probably what you're most likely going to want to use this thing for. If you just want an Android tablet, get something else. Honestly, this is going to be overpriced for that. But if you want to use something that's going to be a painting tool or a drawing tool, sketchpad tool, this is going to be the best kind of a use for this sort of a thing. I'm just kind of drawing in like a witch type of a character. This isn't a character from my comic or anything like that. I'm using Wacom's Creative Canvas app, which is an Android app that they're developing, and it's showing a lot of potential. I really hope that over time they open this up to the community, get some feedback, and really develop this further. Basically, you can control the brush as if it's working on paper, and there's some really awesome smudging tools and layer effects and things like that. As you can see, I'm kind of like pinching to adjust the zoom factor, and I found that at first it was a little bit touchy. The palm of my hand was kind of accidentally moving the image and things like that. But as I got used to it, it became pretty natural, and then I was able to zoom in and zoom out pretty effectively. There's brush size adjustment tools. Some of these things I'm hoping they'll become a little bit more integrated into the touchscreen or into the quick keys on the left side as time goes on. It definitely felt good. I can honestly say, I mean, right out of the gate, it felt pretty good. But just like any tool, it's going to take a little bit of time to adjust to it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to send this unit back. It's just like a testing prototype, and I've only, as I said, I've only got a couple of days with it. So, sadly, I won't really get a chance to spend too much time with it. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to check out the Windows 8 version that's also in development right now. I believe with that one you can run a full set of Photoshop tools, which is much more of what I'm used to, and that would be definitely a much more comfortable place for me. You'll see a little bit of glare on this, and that's really just the lighting in the room. I had the windows open and whatnot, and some of it's the camera. But it actually, it was very clear, very clean, very crisp. The HD display is fantastic, and the size of the device turned out to be pretty damn good. Overall, I definitely want one. I've watched so many people, artists, try to make an iPad work as a sketchbook. It just doesn't work. There's no pressure sensitivity. The screen is too small. There's so many problems with it. This actually works. If you're wanting a Cintiq you can take with you on the go, this is it, man. And there you have it. If you like my drawings and you want to see how I do more of these kind of illustrations digitally, please subscribe and check back. And I will see you guys again el mañana, or that's Spanish for tomorrow.